It's getting late here, and I'm still dealing with my summer cold. Uh, Wondering if I should have another coffee, but maybe I avoid that. Recently, I decided to open up some positions in Opendoor, which is I'll call it a real estate company, technology real estate company, whatever you want to call it, which has seen some upsurge over the last couple months. We can just go to the intraday. Opened up at 366 the other day on Friday, and ended up closing down at three. What is it? 317 or something like that. Yeah, 317. But the thing has been on a royal tear since about here. So what is this? That is late June, June the 30th. It's been up like 500%. Now it's up 300%. And I decided to drop some cash on a couple contracts, but I did this quite impulsively and had no clue what I was getting into. I was maybe just trying to make a couple quick bucks. Might not be the best stock to do that with. I bought in at 250 put contracts, 5 of them. But now I'm interested, and I'd like to know what the hell exactly is going on with this company. What do they do? Who are they? And why is the stock going crazy? So, Opendoor.com basically buys and sells houses at a discount, and you can do the entire process if you're selling your house completely online. All you do is you fill in the details, and they will give you an offer within 24 hours. Uh, Usually for maybe not a steep discount, but enough for them to make a profit on the thing. They're mostly looking over at Midwest and West Coast company. They do have some houses on the East Coast that they sell, but it's not too many. Recently, they've moved away from their, what do you want to call it? Their model of being agentless, and have, in fact, started using agents all over the country. This has increased their expenses a little bit, but their expenses were already quite high. So, yeah, they've been losing money since the Great Flood or Genesis or whatever you want to call it. Since they began the company, let's go back 3 years here. So it's been loss, 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 loss. And the stock price has, of course, reflected that, diving all the way to 51 cents. Jeez. If I go out to the beginning of the company, maximum. So yeah, they started trading in, what is it here? 2020. Oh, wonderful. Right when the pandemic hits, and they just started rock bottom. So yeah, they're burning cash like nobody's business. They do have $1 billion stashed away somewhere, but they also have 2.5 billion in debt, and they're burning cash at about the clip of $1 billion a year. looming bankruptcy, possibly multiple lawsuits, one of which they just settled for 39 million. Another one, they got some fine from the federal government during the Biden administration, which they did settle. I forget what it was, 60 something $1 million. So not good. Uh, their gross margin profits aren't that great, in between 5 and 10%. When they can get them, their expenses are outweighing their profits right now, so it doesn't really seem to matter. And they're sitting on a lot of Midwest housing stocks, Midwest and Western housing stock in places that aren't necessarily selling all that well. So it's an interesting business, let's call it. The problem is that a downturn in the U.S. housing market, if it happens, could spell financial doom, basically, for the company. What could save it, though, is if interest rates were to go down from, I think right now, what interest rates are running at about 7% for mortgages. If they were to go down and they would see an uptick in housing sales, or people who want to get out of their current house and get into a brand new one, then yeah, maybe something interesting could happen with this company. And at that point, the other thing that could happen would be if they would take whatever their existing data stock is, team up with an AI company. OpenAI uh, would be not a bad idea. ChatGPT, something like this. Uh, go through the data and create some sort of model or modeling, as it may be, to sell houses faster, better, more efficiently, price them to a better degree. That would be really interesting. Then the stock could possibly recover. Uh, but again, this is iffy at best. The cash burn does not spell, that this is actually going to happen. Other things, well, it's become a bit of a Wall Street bets meme stock. People are really like speculating on this thing, whether or not they can actually turn it around or make it do anything for that matter. There are some, what do you call them, activist investors that are also trying to take over. They have, as of Thursday or Friday, they have ousted the CEO or made her resign. So that's another thing. I think it's, my memory's not too great right now. EMJ Capital or something like that. Uh, you can look up your man's name. Yeah, Eric Jackson was the guy's name. He's trying to force some sort of pivot on the business. I wish him the best of luck, but I probably won't be around here at the time he does pivot. So yeah, problems. Heavy reliance on debt, the overall cyclical market that's going on with mortgages. It's fine for what it is, but if there's a recession or a downturn or something like this thing's going to suffer and go bankrupt. And lastly, the heavy speculation tendencies that have enveloped the stock don't don't exactly pretend to make it one of the best investments at play. I've seen people like scream, "Oh yeah, it's going to be like $120 by the time they get this turnaround going." And this thing, for me, it's going to take years. It will not be, I mean, this is, it's going to take years to turn this around. So, for me, what I would say is, wow, I'm speculating here. That's exactly what my play is with this really quick 5 contracts that expires next week. I dipped in. I'll I'll take the loss if something happens. If I have to sit here and bag hold, but I think it should be fine as so far as lower end contracts go. Uh, some kind of cash secured puts. You know, $10 is $10. Or $10 off of a whatever this is, 100 shares, $250 worth of stock. That ain't that bad. In the end, not a long-term hold for me. If I can survive the week and what's his name? Earnings already happened. Correct. Yes, they did on the 5th, so about 2 weeks ago. So at least I don't have to worry about that kind of volatility pressure. Um, let's just look at what the probability says here. Ah, shoot. This one, sorry. So 74% expiring out of the money. Yeah, I can take it or leave it. What was the theta? K on it, along with the delta. Let's not go there. Delta on it is 17. Yeah, it's around where I want to be. And mostly, I'm into deltas between 10 and 20. So that's fine. And I'm not going to sit around and worry about it too much. It's only, what, 5 contracts? Anyway, thank you guys for showing up and watching me babble. Again, this is not financial advice. Y'all are adults. Y'all can take care of yourself and are responsible for your own misgivings, your own deeds. I thank you all the same for coming. Uh, drop a comment below, like, subscribe, you know, just, just be. Thanks lots for everything. Cheers. Goodbye.